Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Psycho Hippie, and this is the Fungi Films Wrestling Federation. And tonight we begin our 16-man tournament to determine who is the Fungi Films World Wrestling Champion. Tonight we're going to present the first 4 of our 8 matches, beginning with the Dark Priest Damian Fallon versus Billy Traynor. And let's go right to the action in the ring. Interesting first match. Damian Fallon, Dark Priest, a very powerful wrestler. And due to the rules of this tournament, not allowed to have a manager with him. And so his spiritual advisor, Sister Evangeline, not able to come to the ring with him today. But a very powerful wrestler. Whereas his opponent, Crazy Train Billy Traynor, is more of an athletic, agile, high-flying type. And we shall see if his high-flying abilities can cope with the sheer power of Damian Fallon, the Dark Priest. And here comes the Crazy Train. And he is ready, as are we all.
Fight!
Then tie up. Brawling right at the start. Stretch buffer, going for a submission early on, trying to damage the leg of Crazy Train, cut off his high-flying ability. And I am surprised that Traynor is choosing to stand toe-to-toe those powerful hands of the Dark Priest. Stand toe-to-toe with Fallon. Look at the size difference between these two men. Sidewalk slam, or I should say sidebuster slam, into the ropes. And Crazy Train managed to dodge that flying DDT attempt. Simply does not have the power to take Damian Fallon out of the ring, and I am surprised that Fallon did not follow him out to continue his assault. Elbow finds its mark, as does the knee drop. And even showing the power of the Dark Priest. And whatever dark forces he worships. Those trademark ring chops just destroying. And he's going to the top.
One.
He's stalking him. A flying chop. And he thinks that's enough.
2.
And it almost was. And Billy Traynor has got to get into this match. Certainly that body slam will help. Trying to wear the big man down, get him on the ground, keep him on the ground. Billy needs to use his agility. He needs to get up to that turnbuckle. He's trying to stand toe-to-toe, and that is simply not a recipe for success in this match. Another side slam. And again, those powerful chops to the face and head. Suplex attempt. He got him over that time. He got Fallon over that time. Backbreaker by Fallon. And this match is simply not gone. Iron Claw slam. And back to those vicious head chops.
5 minutes on.
Beautiful Northern Light suplex. He's attempting to use his technical knowledge to get out of this. But is it too little too late? Again, stalking him. He's going for that flying head chop again. Oh, he lands it. And Billy Traynor, win or lose, is going to have a headache in the morning. This could be it.
2, 3.
That was it. Billy simply could not take the pounder. Provided by Damian Fallon. He did not even go to his trademark finishing powerbomb and last rights. Simply smashing Billy in the head until he couldn't kick out of the pin anymore. And so Damian Fallon moves on to the next round of the tournament. Simply too much power. All right, we move on to the next match. And this match should be a little bit more of an even match. we have the Deacon Blues Experience versus Albert the Instructor Royal, two highly technical wrestlers. And Deacon, he calls himself the Experience, he says, because every time you get in the ring with him, you'll learn something new, which is in contrast to the Instructor's motto, in that he will teach you something every time you get in the ring with him. So we will see who learns the lesson tonight. There he is, the Deacon Blues Experience. And here comes the Instructor. And the Instructor, rare to see him by himself. Generally, he's a member of the Professionals Tag Team with his partner, the Governor, Barry O'Brien. We will see in action later tonight. Seeking singles gold. You have to wonder what it would mean for the Professionals if one of their two members won the World Championship. Of course, we haven't determined our tag champions yet. And Royal a little hesitant to lock up. I don't know why, because he handled that well enough. And that is twice. That did not work. And now Royal working over the arm. And you're going to see a lot of that in this match. If he follows, there he goes again. If he follows his usual game plan, you will see him working over the arms quite a bit. Abdominal stretch by Blues. And Blues going for a suplex. Right out of the ring. And Blues, very, very sportsmanlike, waiting in the middle of the ring for Royal to continue, Royal to get back in the ring. Not that either of these men couldn't brawl if called upon to do so, but they both prefer staying inside the ring and focusing on the sweet science. Although there's very little sweet science to a kick in someone's knee or slapping him in the back of the head. But Royal does have a bit of a mean streak to go with his technical know-how and ability. With another third, that's 3 times now that has not worked out for Deacon. He needs to come up with a different plan. It worked that time though. Beautiful clothesline, and now working over the legs. Drop toe hold again with the legs. This time the back of the head with the leg drop. And once again, the arm breaker. And now working on the back. And basically, Albert Royal just went for the arm breaker one too many times there. Countered into a scissor sleeper. And that's what you have to watch out for with Deacon Blues. He can counter anything. We're having a little bit of a measuring contest going on here. European uppercut versus knife edge chop. And it looks like knife edge chop barely gets the nod. Just for that one though. Go behind into a schoolboy. Too close to the ropes, and Blues knew it. He knew he was too close to the ropes. Beautiful takedown. And now working over the back, pretty much the entire body of the Instructor, Albert Royal.
5 minutes gone.
And Royal going for a bridging pin. Out of there at 1. When you go for a pin like that, you're hoping that the confusion will work in your favor. Deacon knew exactly where he was and what was going on. And again, trying to sneak out a pin. But you're not going to sneak a pin out against Albert Royal. I do not believe. The man simply has too much technical ability. And so, pile driver. Pile driver. And Deacon thinks that could do it, and I think so too. No. No. Out of there on the 2. Oh, vicious back suplex. Folded him in half like yesterday's laundry. And out of nowhere, a pin attempt. Just when you think Albert Royal is down and had enough, he will try to sneak one out the back door. But again, didn't even get a 1 count on Deacon, who knew exactly where he was and what his situation was and how to escape. Deacon bringing him back to the center of the ring. Measuring him. Pinpoint drop kick. Whipping to the ropes. Ooh, referee almost getting caught up in that action. Flying arm breaker. But Deacon gets out of there quickly enough. And he really does not think he's going to pin. Deacon Blues the kick to the knee. That had to be an attempt at psychology there. Again with the leg drop. And again. Nice takedown. Very classic Greco-Roman. And again, working that arm. He knows no matter how good your technical ability is, if those arms don't work, you can't suplex, you can't arm bar. Both men up to a vertical base now. Whipping to the corner. What is Deacon planning to do? But Deacon, I don't think Deacon was planning on getting dropped toe hold face first with a turnbuckle. Well, that's what happened. Albert Royal started to show signs of fatigue. Is perhaps his conditioning not as good as Deacon's? Is that going to be the deciding factor? Again, working that arm. Working the arm and the neck, in fact. Continuing to work the arm. And he is really trying to get the submission here. But Deacon is he's holding on. He's managing to escape. Oh! And that suplex, I would cover him after that suplex. I really would, but I'm not the one in the ring. Deacon blew it, and Deacon is just chopping him down like a tree here. Beautiful clothesline. Drop kick to the back of the head, and he's starting to wear himself out. Even Zagiri into a running cradle. I think this is it. I think this is it. Yes! That Zagiri, that kick to the back of the head, simply too much for Royal to deal with. And again, we see a match end without using the finishing move. Deacon's finishing move being the 1-2-3 Blues back suplex. But regardless, a fairly easy win for Deacon, who will move on to face Damian Fallon in the next round. And that would be an interesting match, but we're not there yet. Right now it's time to see the Convict, Justin Blocker, take on Cowboy Nate Steele. And the Convict, proud of his ex-convict status, obviously. He says this is pro wrestling is one of the few professions where such a background can be an advantage as opposed to a disadvantage. Of course, Cowboy Nate Steele, proponent of law and order, old-time sheriff type, and he's got some definite issues with Justin and his aggrandizement of the prison culture. And so I think they're both going to learn something about themselves in this match. There he is, Cowboy Nate Steele. And he is ready, as are we all. And so it begins. Both men extremely tough, extremely strong. I would give the power edge, in fact, to Justin. But I would also say that Nate is the better technical wrestler. And so we'll see if his technical ability, and he simply throws Justin out of the ring, letting him back in. We'll see if his technical ability is enough to counteract the power advantage of Justin Blocker. And so far, it does not look like it. He's tried that go behind twice now. And whatever he wants to do back there, Justin is not interested in allowing it. And neither was Nate interested in coming back for whatever Justin was setting him up for. And no, he's not going to have it. He is not going to have it. And Justin seeming determined to throw Nate around. and irate. This is measuring up to be just a brawl, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to see a lot of technical wrestling at all here. Not unless somebody wants to surprise me. He is refusing to come off those ropes.
Give up.
And Justin trying to wear him down with a sleeper hold, but he was out of that too quick. And again, blocker sent to the floor. And this time Nate taking the opportunity to motion to the crowd. And I think Blocker's a little bit irritated by that. Yeah, he doesn't appreciate being taken lightly. Oh, and here we go. Here we go. Who can swing it harder? And it looks like Nate Steele won that exchange, but at a significant price. Maneuvering Justin over toward the turnbuckles. And even though Blocker, not a technically trained wrestler, still knows a few counter holds. Of course, the back elbow isn't exactly a Greco-Roman counter hold, but it'll certainly work in a pinch. No, he couldn't get Blocker over. And Blocker counters with his own suplex. There's the go behind elbow to the back of the head. And just some vicious stomping. Whip into the corner. Come up. Knee breaker. And Nate Steele is taking it to Justin Blocker. There's an irate. I said that Nate Steele was technically the superior technical wrestler. He's not showing many signs of that. He seems to contend to compete at Blocker's level, which is simply the brawl. Oh, vicious choke slam. And Blocker is showing now why trying to brawl with the convict is a bad idea. Wait, he's setting him up. It's the cell. He's got him locked in the cell. Trying to get the submission. No. Steele able to escape. Justin Blocker trying to finish this match with his patented cell. Vicious powerbomb. I think the momentum of this match is definitely swung to the Blocker. Spine bomb. That could be it. Blocker out at the count of 2. And he's going for it again. He feels like he's got the submission. Will he tap? He refused. He managed to escape, but still, that hold does so much damage. I can't imagine he's got much left after 2 of those. And Blocker surprisingly allowing Steele to get back in the ring. I expected him to follow him out. And now it's Blocker's turn to refuse to cooperate with the rope run. Ooh, he choke slammed again. And Blocker says this is over. Not yet, it's not. Desperate suplex by Nate Steele. He may still be in this match after all. Or maybe not. Being stalked by Blocker. Oh! Spear. Steele is fighting back. There it is, the cell again. This time, no. He managed to reach the ropes. And that's a good thing. I do not think he would have survived that third one. Backbreaker And Nate's going up top rope. Moonsault. This could be it. This could be it. Oh, so close. So close. Almost finished him with that moonsault. Bang, that's it. Gunslinger clothesline. This could be it.
1, 2.
No. Justin Blocker survived the gunslinger clothesline. And now we have to wonder, with both men shrugging off each other's finishing maneuvers, what is it going to take to put one of these men down? Gory neck breaker. Body slam, and Blocker's calling for the end of the match, but I'm beginning to have my doubts. Can either of these men put the other one down? He's going up to the top. Back elbow drop. And yet he's slow to get up. Pile driver. And that should be it. Bang, bang. Second gunslinger. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. He couldn't survive 2.
3.
And that was it. That second gunslinger simply too much. The convict Justin Blocker. And it's a win for Cowboy Nate Steele, but he definitely looks like he knows he's been in a fight, ladies and gentlemen. He knows he's been in a fight. All right, let's move on to our final match of the night. And it's going to be G.I. Jack Miles, seeing who represents his country better, himself or Governor Barry O'Brien. And this should be an interesting match. Of course, service to your country. I support it all. I support military service, political service. But Governor O'Brien, as we should point out, has no actual political office whatsoever, has made no secret of his hopes been to use his professional wrestling career to kickstart his political career in a manner similar to that of, say, Glenn Jacobs or Jessica Church. And here he comes now. And I think G.I. Jack is a little offended by that. He feels like professional wrestling should be into itself, as it was for him when he retired from active duty. So a little animosity between these two men. As we talked about before, Barry O'Brien, tag partnered with the instructor Albert Royal. They are professionals. And it'll be interesting to see what becomes of that tag team should either man manage to win. Of course, Albert Royal's bid for the World Championship has fallen by the wayside. And of course, neither man accompanied to the ring by their manager, Boss Bryant and Riot, because managers were not allowed at ringside. We're not allowing managers at ringside during this tournament. Right, that would be too much of a distraction. And there's Barry working over the arm of G.I. Jack. And you'll see that he's learned quite a bit. Beautiful power slam. You'll see that he's learned quite a bit from his association with Royal. He went for the double arm suplex. No good. Counter move by G.I. Jack. O'Brien's learned quite a bit from his partnership with Royal, the instructor. And you will see him working over individual body parts in much the same style. Whereas G.I. Jack here, just brutal punches to the face here. G.I. Jack looks like a brawler, looks like your typical power merchant, and actually very well trained in professional wrestling. You may be surprised at some of the things he's capable of. Whipped into the ropes. Elbow by O'Brien finds it smart. Body slam by Miles. Trying to get the momentum going back his way. Single leg takedown. Dragon screw by O'Brien. And there's O'Brien working over the mat.
Give up.
Him and his partner both big believers in taking away weapons from the opponent, taking the tools out of their toolbox. Up, a pin out of nowhere, referee out of position. That could have been it right there.
5 minutes gone.
Like his partner Albert, Barry O'Brien can end this match at any time. And I think G.I. Jack just did. Beautiful elbow drop from the top turnbuckle. Back body drop. And again, the single leg takedown.
Give
And
up.
Barry goes back to working on that arm.
Give up.
This match has been pretty back and forth, pretty even so far. Another back body drop by G.I. Jack. He's going up to the top. Flying headbutt.
1, 2.
That was almost it. Now I'm not surprised. In fact, I'm a little bit surprised that Barry O'Brien managed to regain his senses after that flying headbutt. Knee drop to the back. But Barry's fighting back. Continuing to fight back, working over that arm again.
Give up.
And a hold very similar to Becky Lynch's disarm her. But nowhere near as effective, I'm afraid. At least not exploder suplex. And both men showing signs of fatigue. Barry was trying to set up something there. And G.I. Jack was having none of it. Let's see which man can get the job done here. The soldier or the politician? I know who most of the fans in attendance are rooting for. Excellent counter wrestling. And again, working that arm. Into the buckle, vicious kick. And now it's American Punch versus European Uppercut. Let's see who wins this one. Ooh, finishes off. G.I. Jack gets the last word. Another body slam. There's that exploder suplex again. And Barry with a flurry of European uppercuts. One of his trademark maneuvers there. And neither man allowing the other to get much of an advantage here. Wait, this could be it. This could be it. Almost. That was almost the end of G.I. Jack Miles' run at the world title. Nasty clothesline. And the power of G.I. Jack on display again. Both men looking very worn down. This match could end at any time, and this could be it right here.
2, 3.
Yes! The Governor sneaks out a win over G.I. Jack Miles. But it's like I said, you know, the highly technical wrestlers like the Governor can end the match at any time. All right, folks, that is our show for tonight. Next week, we shall take you to the remaining 4 matches of the initial round of our World Championship Tournament. Until then, this is Fungi Films Pro Wrestling, and I am the Psycho Hippie. And you are whoever it is you are. Good night.